What do you call a turkey running in November? Well, fast food. What's going on, YouTube? We have our November survival guide from ZeniMax, so we're going to break that down and all the little juicy details and events going on in November, including Golden Pursuits, celebration events, and more. But also, I noticed that a lot of people were talking about this on the Facebook, that you can actually buy this house with gold. If you guys want to get this Exorcist Coven Cottage, you can actually just come buy this with gold. A lot of people think that you have to buy it for 3,500 crowns. As you can see, you can buy it for $250,000 gold. So just wanted to throw that out there because I saw a lot of discussion about it. And because, it's kind of November related. It's November and you can still grab it. And it is inside of here, inside of Glenumbra, if you want to fast travel to it directly and get yourself a really cool Halloween-themed house. But, importantly, let's break down the November survival guide. And here is the screenshot that I shared to my Discord that a lot of you guys were like a little bit confused by because there's a lot of stuff here. And it's really just a lot of dates and times and not a lot of reward breakdown. So let's just kind of briefly go over what's here. We have our Golden Pursuits, which are going to be Nord themed. That's going to be the 18th through the 25th for our first Golden Pursuit. That's basically Seals of Endeavors, but they don't reset and you have to complete a certain amount of objectives. It's kind of like a free battle pass type thing if you've ever had one of those before. Then you have the actual partner celebration for Xbox Game Pass. We will have a 25% bonus Alliance Point weekend. That's going to be November 14th through the 19th, which would be great if people are interested in doing either competitive or non-competitive battlegrounds. Domination is probably one of the more easier game modes to play, and as long as you have a lukewarm IQ as to playing the objective and you don't just run around trying to kill people and ignore the objective, you can usually win that game mode pretty easily. Then we have our celebration event for Breton's history. That's going to be the 21st through the 3rd of December. And then finally, you can see at the bottom here, you have the ability to play against developers and streamers November 20th. I don't know if that's going to include console or PlayStation or anything about that, but we're going to break down all the little details because they have a little blurb for each of these bad boys. So let's jump to that. And as always, I will be linking the article in the description below just in case any of you guys want to read this and not be serenaded by my Lois Griffin voice. So we actually start with something that ironically wasn't even mentioned there, which is a bonus XP event, which is really interesting. 100% bonus to XP from November 7th through November 12th. And I have a theory about this. I think that a lot of people during the Halloween event have been not farming XP because there's just so many new things to farm. A lot of people are farming Hollowjack, the Crow Boss. They're farming world bosses, public dungeons, world events. They're not really farming XP, and I think they want to give people a chance to catch up on XP if they want to. I'm sure that they're doing a lot of analytical data. How many players do we have below 160 that are actively, playing during this event? How, that are brand new? How can we encourage them to get to higher level? I'm sure that's the data that they're doing because when they usually do their bonus to XP with the gold one, sometimes they do that due to a little bit of deflation in the economy. So that was interesting. They must be trying to track some data, and that has led to a little bit of a bonus XP event, which is always fantastic. Then we have Update 44, launch on console, November 13th. You guys know the routine. Tons of new furnishings are coming out, new battlegrounds, rewards of the worthy stuff. If you want to farm gold, you know what to do. Farm the new furniture, do some battlegrounds, get yourself some of the newest set. Even the sets that aren't very good, they're going to be completionists going out there and completing it. And the sets that are good, even on console where the economy is a little more deflated, when Dark Convergence first came out, the Fire Staff, I sold it day one, 1.2 million. A week later, 80,000. That's just the way and the speed that the items will become deflated, and you're going to expect to see that with all the brand new sets that come out. Except the Battleground specific ones might not flood onto the market as quickly as the rewards of the worthy ones, just because they could be a little bit, more difficult to get, because people will be doing less Battlegrounds. So, in that they will be doing less competitive Battlegrounds, which give the higher odds for the new sets. So from that perspective, if you want to make gold, do Battlegrounds or farm the new furnishings. There's new Alien furnishings. There's new furnishings that drop from everywhere. And there's new Westworld furnishings. If you are curious about the new gold farms, I'll link that video in the description below. But then we have our Game Pass perks. If you play on Xbox Game Pass, you're able to claim some new perks. It's nothing going to be really very exciting. I think they actually have it in the graphic here. Yeah, it's 500 Seals of Endeavors, and then it looks like 3 Crown Scrolls, which is always, a welcome, thing to have, but nothing that's gonna, break the bank or make you upset if you don't have access to it. Then we have Domination Weekend, which I think is a little bit funny because it's like, all right, Update 44 is coming out on console. The next day, everybody is going to be playing Domination. Now, to be completely honest with you, Domination is probably my favorite game mode because there's decent objective, playing to it, but it's also not just turning into a bloodbath or people chasing each other. Usually, if you just stay focused to the objective, you will win pretty cleanly. And as long as you have a little bit of situational awareness, those are the easiest game modes to win, in my opinion, and they don't last as long. Sometimes death matches can take a long time. Capture the Relic can take an eternity sometimes. So Domination is probably my favorite game mode. It's got that good mix of objective play and PvP play to it. But overall, I just think it's a bit interesting that the day after, it comes out on console, that we get a highlighted weekend. Extra AP, though, for everybody on console that's trying the new AP, the new Battlegrounds mode. So can't complain there. A little bit of a buff to that, but definitely interesting. Then we have our Golden Pursuits from the 18th through the 25th. Now, I don't think that it's going to be the one that they kind of piloted on PC, on PTS. A lot of people were a bit upset because that one had a lot of rewards that were already in the game. I think that was actually just a dry run because I think the duration of that event and the rewards are different because this one says it's Nord themed. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner here, there's a Nord guy holding an axe. And that doesn't remind me of the campaign that was done on PTS. So I think this is actually going to be significantly different, which is good because a lot of people had the mount already that was out on that week on Golden Pursuits. And Golden Pursuits are relatively straightforward. Here's a picture of what it's going to look like. You can see it's relatively straightforward. You get rewards for doing total amounts of completions up top. And then you just have to do things like complete quests, kill humanoids, refine raw materials, complete a battleground, etc. This was just one that was on PTS, so it's not official. This was probably just a bit of a dry run. But you can see there's crown crates, transmute crystals, there's mounts, there's all sorts of cool rewards. We'll have to see which ones we'll be getting, but it's exciting to see. And then we have the Battlegrounds Brawl live stream, which originally I thought, did they make the Domination weekend just to correspond with November 20th's live stream? Because on the 20th, you can spectate or participate in Battlegrounds with the developers, streamers, or friends from Alienware. There's going to be Twitch drops, PvP action, all sorts of fun stuff. And then I had to go back and look, and I was like, is that going to be a Domination game mode? But it's not. It's actually the day after Domination ends is November 20th. So to their credit, it could be any PvP mode will pop up potentially. So that's exciting. I don't know if it's going to be to all platforms or how it's going to work, but obviously I might be streaming that day. And if you guys ever want to do Battlegrounds together, we are more than able to. And then we finish with the Legacy of the Bretons, which we touched upon a little bit in the video already, but it's very straightforward. All you need to know is that all of the Bretons DLCs, their dungeons, their overland zones, double drops, bonuses to their trials, bonuses to their dungeons, bonuses to their quests turn in, pretty much bonuses to everything that you could do. It's the only double resource event that's coming up, but it's limited to Galen and High Isle. Which are not, I guess, known for having good resources. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking, oh, do I want to use this to farm resources? Because there's not a lot of double resource events coming up in this holiday period. And it's good to be stocked up because there's, a whole lot of stuff coming up here. Big PvP update. People probably want to have some good resources for that. So just keep that in mind. But that actually wraps us through November. But everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I hope this was helpful. And did you guys know about this? I saw a lot of people talking about this on the Facebook group that I'm in, so if this was helpful, please let me know, because I like to interject these little fun tips for you guys in these videos, just because it's like, we're really just breaking down a bit of information. Let's talk about, some other fun stuff going on in November. Notably, November doesn't really have any good monster farms or anything like that. A lot of it's going to be tied to the event. A lot of it's going to be tied to PvP. So if you're interested, check out my description if you're on console and you want to know some early gold methods. If you want to read the original developer post, or if you just have any questions, throw them in the comments below. Because as always, we're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment in the comments below. Just tell me if any of this was helpful. Second thing is just make sure you're subscribed. So let's follow on Twitch and Twitter. It's all free. If you don't mind just hitting the follow button or subscribe button, depending on which platform you're on. And the third thing is look for a hidden word to be flashed upon the screen. Granted, the video yesterday did have one of the secret words in it. I did mean to put it on the video before that, but I made a mistake when I was editing to where you couldn't actually read the word. So I put it right at the beginning and told people on the live stream, hey, just so everybody here knows, tomorrow's video is going to have it and it's going to be right at the beginning. So it's usually a little more hidden. So if you are able to find that word and comment it first, you will win. It was khaki last month. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.